is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. And I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
So, I've noticed over the last couple of weeks that my late night streams, which start at 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, particularly when the late night stream is a game that I have to put a lot of attention into. So if I'm playing competitive Street Fighter, or if I'm playing Call of Duty, and I have to be super hyper-focused on the match to survive and get kill streaks and everything, you know, I can't just be sitting here and watching the chat and talking with you guys and having fun interaction. Instead, it's about this. It's about, oh my god, we gotta focus, right? In those situations that have been happening, I've noticed two distinct things that are going on, okay? Distinct thing number one is that viewership actually spikes, but it spikes for the wrong reasons, okay? If viewership spiked because people were coming onto the stream because they were excited, oh my god, Phil's doing a competitive multiplayer game and we like him, seeing him play those and whatever, that's one thing. But what I'm noticing is it's not that. Sadly, it is a negative element as opposed to a positive element. What does that mean? Well, if you see me playing a competitive game, there's a chance that I likely will be losing. And if I lose and get upset, people like to see me rage. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with seeing me rage, okay? That's fine. If you enjoy it, good. Come to the streams. But sadly, going hand in hand with that attention spike that I get when I play those games on late night streams comes a lot of annoyance and trolling in the chat. Essentially what people have been telling me, alright, is sadly, they come to the chat, they want to see me play this game, they want to see me play Street Fighter, they want to see me try the Call of Duty beta. And what happens is there's 20 new accounts in the chat they've never seen before, right? They've all been created within the last week, so funny how that's just a coincidence. And they're all just sitting there being toxic jerks, right? They're all just sitting there saying, you see, Phil sucks at this and that, haha. You know, like, I'll be playing Street Fighter, and I'll be playing a match, and a person will literally be doing just basic stuff, and I can't react. Like, man, the game is laggy. I just can't do a move. And then they'll say, haha, no, Phil just sucks. See, that's an amazing player, and they're spanking Phil, and he just can't take it. And, you know, who wants to see that? It's like a 4-year-old on a schoolyard teasing someone in the corner.
I can tell you, I can smell the saltiness.
Right? It's like, no one wants to fucking put up with that shit. Especially anyone who's an actual positive viewer. No one wants to see or hear that nonsense. Right? I acknowledge what you're saying. I agree with you, and I apologize. I have to come out and say, you're right. This is absolutely happening on these late-night multiplayer streams. This is a concerted effort from people who don't like me to try to come by and purposefully derail my streams. They've noticed that on those late-night streams, unlike, let's say, a stream of Starfield, right? Because if I'm playing Starfield and I'm just chilling and relaxing, and it's a narrative-based game, I have tons of opportunity to look at the chat and talk with you guys and have fun and take care of that nonsense. I mean, people tried doing that during my Chrono Trigger playthrough, and they got smacked the fuck off the stream and never came back. And the same thing, I'm playing Starfield, I can pay attention, and I can take care of that shit, right? But I can't pay attention to it all when I'm playing multiplayer games, alright? Now, you might say, well, it sounds like the issue is moderation, okay? Well, I agree with you again. And so, some of the feedback I received in the last 24 hours, when I asked you guys, I said this last night, I said, I've noticed in this last week, the Modern Warfare 3 beta stream, and the Street Fighter stream I did last night with Lily, pretty much, we had high viewership, but lots of trolling and incredibly low support. Like, for a stream that has 500 viewers on a late stream, how did I make $10 all night? And this has happened twice this week. And you know what? I got really good feedback, and here's the feedback I got. And I got this feedback from multiple regulars. We don't want to come to your late night multiplayer streams anymore. We've tried it, and at first it was fun, but what's happened is the trolls are targeting them now, and when we go there, we can't have fun. It's just a bunch of shitty assholes coming and crapping all over everything, and it's not a positive, fun environment to be in. Instead, you try to play the game, and sometimes you fail, and you get upset, and then when you go back to the chat, all you see is trolling, and it pisses you off, and it just makes it a toxic environment, and we don't want to be there.
It's not me, it's the trolls.
So, yeah, that's the feedback I'm getting, is the regulars are actually telling me, we don't want to come to your late night multiplayer streams anymore. We used to like them, but now there's not enough moderation, so the trolls are not under control. And because the trolls aren't under control, they derail the stream when you're playing. It just exacerbates the situation, makes it worse. So you don't have a good time, we don't have a good time, and therefore we're not going to be there to support it, and that's what's going on. That's exactly the feedback I received, and I was shocked by a few people who actually sent me that message, because I was like, I didn't think of it that way. And when they said that, okay, I guess that does make sense, alright?
Oh my god, he's drinking sperm?
So, here's a few things that can be done, right? Number one, I can try to get more moderators, alright? Now, that's a tough one. Why? Because it's hard to trust people these days. It is. A lot of these people literally sit in chat and pretend to be positive elements just to find out later on they're catfishing. That happened twice to me so far, alright, over the years, where there's someone who sits in chat for a whole freaking year on an account and pretends to be a person that they're really not. They've invented an entire persona up. They made it up. It's completely fabricated. And so they sit here and they pretend to be a positive element, and then they'll say, hey, I offer my services. I'd like to help you out as a moderator. All right, we'll give you a chance. So we give them a chance as a moderator, right? And they seem to be doing a good job, right? And the next thing you know, 6 to 8 months into them being a moderator, all of a sudden one day, they're doing awful things. They're banning a ton of people in the chat for no good reason. They're saying awful things, you know. Oh my god, I leaked secret moderator conversations, which is hilarious. All they do is they'll leak, like, a chat between my moderators about nothing. About, like daily life. So, that's the thing, like, that solution number one to the problem would be try to find more trustworthy moderators, try to mod them, and see if they're going to join me, right? Will they actually come and support and be real people to moderate, or are they going to be some secret troll who's actually just here to fuck around and then they're not going to help at all, right? I don't know, you know, it's hard. It's hard to figure out who do you trust. That's number one, okay? Number two, the other option would be that I play multiplayer games on day streams instead. So if I'm going to play Street Fighter 6, it's actually a daytime stream. If I'm going to play a Modern Warfare 3 beta, it's a daytime stream. And then the night streams are reserved for the more chill, narrative-based games, because then I can pay attention more to the chats. But if that's the case, you understand what's going to happen. That means that I make way less progress in the narrative-based games.
Oh my god!
Now, just so you guys know, I reached out to my moderation team this morning. I have not yet checked back with them to see if anyone has responded. I actively asked them all, would anyone be willing to step up and actually help moderate on the late night multiplayer streams, because these have now been targeted and people are giving me, even longtime viewers and fans are contacting me and saying, yeah, don't even want to check these out anymore because they're too toxic from these idiots. You understand? So I guess the question is, will they, does someone there say, yes, I can help? Or if the answer is no, none of them can help, then do I look for more mods, or do I take more drastic measures and swap streams? I don't know. I mean, people are telling me they don't want to attend night streams anymore because of trolling. That's horrible. If you're not going to attend a night stream, tell me you don't want to come and support a night stream because you don't like the content. I'm not entertaining. The stream is not fun. It's a wrong game. That's one thing. If I want to fail, I want to fail because of me and my content. I don't want to fail because of outside influences like fucking trolls. That's terrible. That's a horrible reason to fail. And I don't want to have multiple streams now where people are telling me we're not going to come and support anymore and we're not going to come watch in a positive way because there's too many trolls. That's fucked up, you know? So, we got to fix this one way or another. We have to, alright? So let's work on it together. And the only way we're going to figure that out is feedback. Overnight, I had more than like 5 people directly say, don't play Lily anymore in Street Fighter 6. And I was like, wow, really? Why? And they're like, because we're watching you play. And yes, we can tell she's so hard to use. And I mean, the competitive community agrees. It's not like, oh, it's just me saying this. The competitive Street Fighter community agrees. Lily is one of the worst characters in Street Fighter 6. She's just so hard to use. You have to be absolutely perfect using her to win matches at a high level. And it's not going to happen. That's the feedback I got. That's just not fun to watch. She's too low tier to actually watch and have fun. Because the thing is, could I eventually win with Lily at the master level? I believe the answer is yes. However, it's going to take tons of practice. And I think that's the problem. People don't want to see the practice. They want to see the end result. But that's not life. In life, you have to have the practice to get the end result. You can't cheat and skip ahead, right? Well, I don't have time off streams to be grinding away at Street Fighter 6 to get better with Lily.
You think I'm the villain? Go fuck yourself.
It's not about how much I made. How about this? How about this? Everyone stop fucking counting dollars. Alright? Stop. You wanna know who does that? A fucking nosy, intrusive scumbag who wants to say, look at every dollar someone made on a stream. Where did it go? What did it do? Stop with that fucking toxic ass mentality. Stop it. It's not helping anything. It's actually making things worse. Because when you have that mentality, all you care about is what this says down here, rather than what's the fucking 99% of the stream up here. Right? Who cares about this fucking bar down there? You should care about what's up here. Right? So why is it a concern? Who cares? In truth, how did you even know that I had a good day yesterday on the Assassin's Creed stream? Were you there? No, you weren't. Because I know you are. I know you weren't there. Yet you were on the late stream. Right? You watched the detractor video that said, oh, he did good on the first stream, bad on the late stream, but he wasn't happy. You watched the detractor video. Stop it. Just fucking stop. You're hurting yourself and you're dumbing your fucking brain cells down to a dunce level, listening to their toxic shit. No one gives a fuck about what they say. I want my content to be good for you on every single stream. If I didn't ask the question last night, I would have known that that's the problem. That actual regulars are staying away from these late night streams because of the level of trolling. They don't want to put up with that shit. Now I know. If I didn't ask, I wouldn't have known. And we never would have tackled it. I should have said, oh, I'm just happy with how the day stream went. Oh, well, let the night streams go to hell. No. That's not how you operate a business. It's just not. All right? So, there you go. And I hope that you understand where I'm coming from. And again, I don't take offense to what you're saying. I do feel like you are personally taking it from the wrong toxic perspective, probably because of outside influences. And that's not a good way to go through it. It's just not. You'll always see it through their very messed up, skewed perspective, and you'll never actually understand what I'm trying to do here and make content good for everyone. You'll never believe that. You'll just think, oh, where's the dollar signs, right? You're out of your mind. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. If anything, again, in the last year, have I not shown you all that that's not what I'm all about?
You have to be brain dead fucking stupid to believe that.
How many opportunities have presented themselves to do toxic content for money, and I've refused them? I don't want that. So why would you then believe that I'm upset about a stream where I made $10 when I could have made $50,000 and I turned it down? It is nonsensical. You'd have to be a moron to think that, but again, they're morons. That's how they say that shit.
Oh my god, he's drinking piss.
Someone tipped $1 and said, I think that 90% of chat is LARPers and trolls. This has been going on for years. You know, you very well may be right, but I know for a fact that I do have, a good crowd of regulars who enjoy what I do and support it, or else I wouldn't be here, right? Anyone who's of this insane mindset that the vast majority of people who support me are my trolls, you're completely misguided. That's completely wrong. There are people who've been around for a long time, there's people who come by daily and enjoy the content, and that's who I'm supporting it. Someone coming on here and throwing, $1 super chat to say something dumb. That's not what keeps me going, man. That's ridiculous, 90% is just ridiculous. I would, on any given day, maybe you could argue, like, half the casual viewers who come by the stream are just here to just observe and troll. But there's no way that you can argue that I would have a business that operates if the vast majority of people here were just idiots, You want to know the truth? Yeah, there's people like that, for sure. But you notice their content is nothing like mine. At all. You know who I'm talking about, right? The people who have to pull stunts, who have to do the drama shit constantly. Yeah, those are the people we're talking about. I don't do that. I'm here because people like what I do. I wouldn't be here otherwise. Trust me.
I look like a complete fucking idiot. I mean, seriously, I look so stupid. I look like a complete embarrassed idiot right now. I look like Porky Pig. Oink, 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 I'm a pig. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me. It's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Still has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.